enter the kits. I would just like to put a disclaimer here. I am doing this tier list right before the new wedding pack comes out. Over the last couple of weeks, I've had people asking me what my favorite game packs and expansion packs and such are, so I thought I would do a tier list. So let's jump in. I think we'll do it in terms of just the order that they go in. First up, base game. I'm gonna be honest, if I just had base game, I would probably put it at like it. It's not terrible. I mean, you do need it. But like, if I just had the base game and no other packs, I would probably be a little bored of the game. All right, and then next up, we've got Snowy Escape. I'm also probably going to put this more like a builder and like cast perspective, because I don't really do that much gameplay. I'm starting to get into a bit more gameplay, which by the way, I am actually starting to make my own legacy challenge. So if you want to help me out with that, I would like you to tell me something underrated that you don't typically do or use in your game, whether it's a skill, a career, a certain just event in general, like anything. Let me know and I might use it, because I'm trying to do like a bucket list kind of challenge and I need your help for it. But yeah, I think Snowy Escape, I think I'm gonna chuck that in like a meh. Like I like it, probably a bit higher than base game. I like it. I don't love it, but I do really like the stuff that's in it. All right, then next up we've got Cottage Living, which I'm gonna be honest, I think I might put that as maybe I was gonna say maybe I need it, but I think actually I'm gonna put it in a high love it. I'll pop the URL in the comments or in the description, so if you want to do your own tier list as well, you can do your own tier list. So, but yeah, I think I'm gonna put those three are just gonna be in like it. Okay, I guess that's how we're starting this, nice and strong. Okay. Outdoor retreat, I'm probably gonna chuck it in a meh. I do use a lot, I do use a lot. I don't use a lot of it, but it did come with the ability to cloud gaze and stargaze, which helps out a ton when you're doing gameplay. That much I do know of gameplay, so in that case, it goes to a meh. And then next we've got Spa Day. So Spa Day recently, they did a refresh of Spa Day. I think with the refresh, I'm probably going to chuck it in a like it, but I do use a lot of the build buy items in it. I will say that much. I just haven't done that much gameplay with it, especially with the new update, but I do know items that came with it. Lovely. Beautiful. Chef kiss. All right, and then we've got Dine Out. Dine Out, I want to put it in like a need it, because I really do love the pack, but my god, it is so beyond broken. I think I'm gonna have to check it and I hate it, which really sucks, but they really need to fix that pack. So Sim Gurus, if you're watching, please fix it. Vampires, I don't use the occults that much, so I can't really comment on the occult side of things, but in terms of build buy and like casts, I'm probably just gonna chuck it in a meh. It's not the greatest, but it's not terrible, and it's not too badly broken. I'm just really annoyed with Vlad, because he always pops up at my Sims houses. I should do a tier list ranking of like the most annoying Sims. Alright, next up we got Parenthood. I'm going to be completely honest, Parenthood is going to a need. I love that pack. I love the gameplay. I love the cast. I love the build buy. It's all just great. It's all a 10 out of 10 for me. I think it's pretty fucking great. Then we've got Jungle Adventure. I'm going to say Jungle Adventure is probably in a high like or a low need, just because I always use the wood. There is a wooden floor that I always use in my builds, and there's also a tiled floor that I always use. If you've ever seen me build, I always use those, but for that, because I always use them, I'm going to chuck them in a need, because the build items are really nice. And then we have got Strangerville. So Strangerville for me, it's kind of a pass. It's a fun idea, but I don't really use it that much. It's a very niche kind of thing in my opinion. Although in saying that, I just saw what's up next, and that is definitely a very niche thing, which I'm probably gonna, oh, I didn't say what the pack is. This is Journey to Batuu, aka the Star Wars pack. The pack that a lot of people don't like because it is Star Wars. But I'm gonna be honest, it's not terrible. It's just so nichey. I think that's the main problem. Like, I'm not gonna have my Sims just regularly go to Batuu. Sure, it looks great, but like, it's not a thing I'm gonna typically use that much. So I'm gonna check it and I hate it, or no, I'm gonna check it in a meh. I'm not gonna go hate it. Like, it's got some nice items in it too that you can use in like typical builds, but I'm not gonna delete it. That's definitely a pack for the luxury party pack coming up. I see you down there, you're not safe. And then next up we got Get to Work. So Get to Work definitely needs a fix. Well, not a fix. It's not broken. Oh, it's not terribly broken. The hospitals are broken, but I would say it's not terrible. So I'm probably going to chuck it in and like it. I love the fact that it has interactive jobs. It is so different, and it's actually fun to just go and do your job, your Sims job for them. But it is really fun. I really enjoy it. And then we've got Roma Magic. So Roma Magic, once again, I don't really use the occults that much, but I am starting to a little bit. I'm starting to use the spellcasters for my legacy challenge, which I was talking about before. Based on the knowledge that I have on it, I'm probably gonna chuck it and I like it. I don't mind the spellcasters. I feel like it's a little grindy, but maybe that's just because I don't really know how to do the gameplay of it. The world is stunning. The builds are terrible. I'm gonna chuck it and I like it because I really like the items in it, and it's a very pretty world, and the occults aren't that terrible. So next up, we got Dream Home Decorator, which I'm gonna be honest, I think I'm gonna chuck it in and eat it because I really love the items in it. The build buy is beautiful. The cast is stunning. The career I haven't done that much. I think I literally did it for like a day or two and then I got bored because I don't do gameplay, but everything else stunning. Next up, we've got Luxury Party. Hey, and do I need to say any more? The pack that has what, 6 build buy items in it. To be fair though, it was also the first ever stuff pack that came out, if I remember correctly, so in that case it's always going to be bad, but it's kind of rough. We could do better. Is this one Perfect Patio? I believe this is Perfect Patio coming up next, so I think I might chuck that one in a meh. It's okay. I mean, you get hot tubs, that's really cool, although in saying that, we now have the base game hot tub. It is a terrible hot tub in saying that, but it is also a free hot tub, so in that case, yeah, I don't know. The main appeal of this pack for me was the hot tubs. That's just kind of it. The backyard pack I think is definitely better. This one here, backyard, so much better. So much better. But yeah, I don't think I use the Perfect Patio one that much just because it's basically just hot tubs, I think, is the main appeal of it. And since that's in base game now, or there's one of them in base game now, it's kind of not really worth it. Although in saying that, the patio, the hot tub that does come in Perfect Patios, much better. I believe this one's Cool Kitchen, which I'm gonna be honest, I don't use that much of, so I'm just gonna chuck it in a meh. I don't use it. I don't mind it. I don't hate it. I just don't use the items in it. It just kind of adds a lot of kitchen stuff, as the name does suggest. Alrighty, and then next up we have got, I believe it's Spooky Day. Is that what they called it? Spooky Day stuff? The Halloween pack, basically. I don't really use it at all. I kind of hate the items in it, so I'm going to check it and I hate it. And then next up we got, I believe this one is Movie Hangout stuff. Is it? Is that Movie Hangout? Yes, I believe it is. Oh my god, there's so many packs. Next one is Movie Hangout though. Movie Hangout, I'm going to be honest, I kind of really love the pack. I kind of really love it, so I think I might chuck it in and need it, or very high like it. I might change where it is for later, but I think we'll do that one for now. I really like the cast in it. I really like the build buy. You can also like just sit and watch movies with your families and like with your Sims friends and stuff, and it's just really cool. I don't know, I think it's a really cute pack. I really like it. And then we've got the Romantic Garden pack. I do use the plants sometimes to clutter up the outside when I'm landscaping, and they are quite nice. But I think I might chuck it in a meh, like a high meh though. Is this one Toddler? This one must be Toddler Stuff. So Toddler Stuff, obviously added stuff for toddlers, but it did also add a lot of really fun items for the toddlers. So in that, I will chuck it in and eat it, because toddlers definitely get neglected in this game. Toddlers and kids get neglected so much in this game. Although in saying that, not as bad as babies. I know a lot of people get really upset about the babies because they are basically just items. Listen, just do what I do. Just age them up when you pop them out. What are they gonna do? Cry about it? And then next up, we have got, I believe this one. Oh god, is that the backyard one? That must be backyard stuff. So I'm gonna check backyard stuff. Probably gonna like it. Alrighty, and then next up we have got Get Together. I think Get Together is definitely one of the ones that needs a refresh, but not in terms of it being like broken or not having a lot in it, but I just feel like it just needs a refresh in general. The world's pretty great. The townies aren't terrible. They added in the feature of clubs, and I'm gonna be honest, I don't use clubs as much as I should, but when I do use them, I definitely utilize the hell out of them. They are very, very useful. So in that case, I'm gonna probably chuck it in a low need it. And then we have got, oh god, what is this one? I better not have been getting these wrong. That's really awkward if I did. Oh, that was kids' room. Leave it in and eat it? Sure. I might just leave that. Oh, yeah. I use like all these items religiously. That's definitely staying in and need it. We're all good. Wait, then which one's the toddler one? Oh, that one's toddler. All right, so this one is vintage glamour. This one here is vintage glamour. But as I said, this one's vintage glamour. I, once again, don't really use it that much. But I always use the very elegant long robe. But I don't really use the pack that much. So it's probably going to go on a meh. It did add the butler system. And I never use butlers because I feel bad about it. So it's probably gonna go into meh. And then we've got bowling stuff, the bowling night pack. Once again, super nichey because it is bowling, and I haven't used bowling at all. I forgot about the bowling skill. Oh my god, probably I hate it just because I don't use it. And then we've got the fitness pack. Fitness one I probably use a little more than I would use some of these ones. Probably not too much more though, so it's probably going a high meh. Anyway, next up we got toddler stuff. As I said, as I thought this one was toddler, this one is actually the Toddler Stuff pack, and that's definitely going to go on and eat it as well. Anyway, next up we have got laundry stuff. Laundry Day is a really good pack. I hate the laundry aspect, but like the items in it, I love them. So for that, I'm going to check it and I like it. And then we've got My First Pet stuff. Yeah, this was a pack. This was a decision they made. That's definitely going in. I hate it. But yeah, My First Pet stuff it was a choice. Although in saying that, next up we got Moschino. I feel like everyone hates Moschino. Photography now with this pack is definitely more like, hey, I'm actually like posing for a photo rather than I'm just taking a photo of someone. So I do like that aspect of it. But I think my main issues with it is the fact that it is just like, it's high fashion. It's very unaffordable for the average Sims player. And like, I just wear basics. I don't want to wear like head to toe leather. Like, I'm not about it. Just give me my sweatpants and my jeans and I'm good. So in saying all that, I think it's gonna go on a meh. All right, next up we've got Tiny Home Stuff Pack. Tiny Living, I should say. I would put it in a love it, but I think I'm gonna probably put in a high like it. There's stuff that I wish they would fix because it does seem a little fiddly, but I do like the items that it adds in it, and I do like the tiny home, the lot type, but I think it could definitely be tweaked to be a little better. But I do really like the pack. I think it is quite a good one. And then we've got Nifty Knitting. Once again, very niche. I don't use knitting that much in my games, but I don't hate it, so I'm probably gonna check it in a meh. Probably behind Moschino because I'm more likely to use photography than I am that one. The last stuff pack we've got is the Paranormal Stuff Pack. My god, this pack, I feel like you either love it or you hate it, and I'm gonna be honest, I think I love it. I think my main issue is, and I think the reason why I get kind of sad when I think about it is that I believe this was the last stuff pack that came out, and that's really disappointing because I think it's a really good pack. I think I'm gonna check it in and need it. I don't use the stuff like the lot type, the haunted house, but I definitely use the items a lot. I think the items are stunning. The gameplay is great. I don't use that much gameplay, but the gameplay I saw and that I did play with, stunning. The lot type, when I did use it, and like the lot traits, loved them. The build buy, loved it. The cast items, loved it. I think it's a really good pack, but yeah, it just makes me sad because the pack was so good and then we didn't get any more stuff packs because instead we got these lovely friends. Enter the kids. Alrighty, and then next up we've got City Living. I'm gonna be honest, I really love City Living. I'm definitely gonna check that in and need it. I really love that pack. I think it's probably the best game pack. I think it's definitely worth the money. The townies are great. The world is amazing. It's so immersive. I love the fact that if you're living in an apartment, your Sims, or the neighbors of the Sims, I should say, can be loud and can be annoyed if you're being loud, and they'll like bang on the door, and like that is, oh, so accurate. But I really love the pack. I think it definitely needs a little refresh as well. Some of the items aren't the best looking when it comes to the newer stuff, but I think it's a really, really great pack. I definitely think it's worth the money. And then next up we got Cats and Dogs. Cats and Dogs, once again, I think I'm gonna chuck that in and need it. Probably with I probably chuck those two together. Brindleton Bay is so beautiful. I don't know how to build Cape Cod style houses though. That's definitely the style that's going on there. I don't know how to build those houses, so I don't build there a lot. I love the world. Pets in general though, I don't use the pets, which is weird because I really love the pack that comes with the pets. I don't have that much attachment to the pets, so I don't typically use them because I feel like they kind of just get in the way as well. That's the other problem. But in saying that, everything else, stunning, 10 out of 10. Just the pets just need some tweaks. But I really like the pack though. Seasons. I feel like everyone loves Seasons. I'm gonna be honest, it's a good pack. It's just not the best. I'd probably chuck it behind Cottage Living though. Or maybe near Get Together, like around here. Oh, not together. Get to Work with Base Game. Maybe these ones together. Like, I feel like it's just overhyped. It's a good pack, don't get me wrong. I just feel like, and everyone's like, yeah, but it adds extra gameplay with, like, the seasons. Yeah, but not that much. You know what I mean? I definitely feel like it's overhyped. Although in saying that, I also haven't played the game without seasons since I've had it. So I can't really judge it that much based on, like, what it used to be like. But, yeah, I don't know. It's not terrible, but it's not the best. Oh, we got Get Famous next. Okay. Get Famous, once again, added in the interactive career. But this one, instead of it being what it was in Get to Work, which was the detective, the police officer, and the scientist? Those three? Yeah, those are the three. This one added in the actor career. Your Sims goes to auditions and they can be picked up by an agent and stuff. But you can actually have the interactive side when you actually go do the jobs, which is really cool. But I don't use it that much. I know a lot of people wanted the world to have more items in it. Or not more items, but more lots in it, which fair enough. I feel like we can say that for a lot of the worlds. Yeah, I don't know if I could really picture myself not using that world, even though I don't really go there that much. It's just a stunning world. I really like the world. I don't know. But I don't use the items that much. So probably a low like it, just in terms of like money for value. And then we've got Island Living. Love the world. Townies are okay. I feel like they could have a little bit more character to them. I wish they updated, or I wish they do still update, if they are planning on doing an update for like a refresh. I wish they would update the mermaids, because the mermaids are kind of a mess. I don't understand the mermaid system at all. I feel like the game is a little buggy, but maybe that's just the way that I'm playing it. And the cast items and the build items are really nice, but I don't use it that much, so probably in a meh. Next up, we've got Discover University though. I use the I use the cast items a lot. The build buy, not that much. And the world and university itself, I haven't really gone to. So probably I like it, which is kind of really disappointing because I loved the university pack that came with The Sims 2. I loved it. Sims 2 University was something else. The Sims 2 University pack came with 3 different universities you could go to and a customizable one, because in The Sims 2 you can make your own worlds just like you could with could you do that in The Sims 3? I don't know, but you could do in The Sims 2. And for that I'll always put the Sims 4 one a little bit lower, but I don't know, I had a lot of expectations for the pack. I didn't utilize Discover University that much, so in that case I'll put it in a low like it. I don't hate it, but I do like it. I do use the items. I'm just a little sad by it. Alright, but the last game pack that we had, well, the last game pack on here, I should say. What was the last game pack? I don't even remember. Cottage Living, that was what it was. Yeah, I don't know. I don't love Eco Living. I don't hate it. The world's okay. I do like dumpster diving though, but I could probably pass on it, so I might put it behind Island Living. I think I'm more likely to use Island Living than I am with Eco Living, but that's just my opinion. Or Eco Lifestyle. What is it called? I don't know. Why is there so many different names? And now it's time for the kits. Alright, but yeah, now it's time for the kits. I believe I said this at the start of the video, and if not, I'll reiterate. I don't know if it made it to the cut or not. I don't have all the kits. I am actually missing these two here, the Blooming Rooms one and the Modern Menswear. I am missing those 2 kits, so I can't really judge those that much. And also the wedding pack. The wedding pack is due to come out not tomorrow but the day after for me. I don't have those kits or those packs, so I can't judge those ones that harshly. But let's judge these kits. So the part, this is the Carnival one. This one actually just came out the other week, actually. I really like the items in it. This was a cast kit, and I actually really liked it. I liked the items in it. They are quite nichey. They are very like party vibes, but I quite like it. So I'm probably chuck it in a low like it, or maybe a meh, because it is quite nichey in saying that. But they are really nice, really nice items. I do quite like them a lot. Then we've got Bust the Dust. I believe this was the first and only. I think that's correct. I think this was the only gameplay kit. We've had better. Once again, very nichey, but it literally just added in vacuum cleaners. So let's go and delete it. Then next up we've got, is this the Countryside one? Which, okay, I feel like, and this is where I'm annoyed, and I feel like a lot of people might have the same opinion. Problem is, the Countryside pack or kit is great. I like the items in it. The problem is, Cottage Living literally came out like a few months after, or like a month or something after. Like, they were so close together. There was no need for that. It felt very much like Cats and Dogs and like My First Pet stuff again, but you didn't actually need one pack to do the other one, so that was fine. But it also does have really nice items, so it's going to hate it just because of that fact, but it does have nice items, but I am still annoyed at it. Then we've got the 90s throwback stuff. Throwback kit. This was a cast one. This was all like fitness clothing, so for that it's going in a delete it because too nichey. The items weren't the best. I do use them, but they're not the best. They're too nichey. That's the problem. Okay, so Courtyard Oasis, it actually has some quite nice items in it. This was a build buy pack, very nichey, but also really nice items. In saying that, so probably a low meh. Industrial Loft, once again, very nichey, and I don't build industrial or like modern. That's very much not my build style. So for that, for me, probably gonna hate it. Maybe a high hate it though. Fashion Streets kit, which was the one inspired by, yeah, this one was the one inspired by Mumbai style. Once again, very nichey, but really nice items. So this was a cast pack, really nice items, but I think the issue is, and I'll say it for the next one as well, the issue is when you put the cultures behind a paywall, it's a decision you made. But they were really nice items, but once again, I don't want to pay that much for it. That's the problem. So I'll probably check and I hate it just because of that aspect. Although in Ancient Arrivals, I don't know how to say the word. I'm really sorry. I don't know how to pronounce that one. But this was, once again, this was also a cast pack. This one came out at the same time as this one. Or kit, not pack. I always get that wrong. They came out on the same day, I believe. This one was inspired by South Korean airport style, I believe, and for that I'll say it's probably a bit more versatile in terms of the items in it. I'm more likely to use these items than I am the other one, so actually maybe I'll check that in a meh, because yeah, once again, I feel like the items were a bit more versatile and a bit more like, yeah, average sim could wear it, whereas I feel like with this with the Fashion Street one, it was very like cultural, which is totally fine, but like I don't know how to style my sims in it without it coming across as I'm doing cultural appropriation. That's not what I'm trying to do with my Sims, so I try and like avoid stuff like that. So I'm like, yeah, I don't know how to go about that without it seeming a bit like, yeah, what are you doing? You know what I mean? Blooming Rooms, I believe is this one. This is a build buy one, and it came with a bunch of plants, which I've heard really good things about it, but I haven't played it because I don't have it, but I did hear really good things about it. If I had played it, and if I did have it, I would probably chuck it in a like it or a meh. No, I'll rank it anyway, I guess. I'll chuck it in a low meh, just because I don't really know. But I heard good things about it. And then we have Modern Menswear. Once again, I don't have this one. I didn't hear the best reviews about this one. Once again, they're similar to Moschino. It was high fashion. Yeah, I believe it was more high fashion than like average everyday outfits. Yeah, I don't know, maybe this one we're going to hate it. Maybe a meh. I don't know. I don't have the pack. I can't really judge it. But based on the things I heard, didn't hear terrible things. I didn't hear great things. I didn't really hear that much about it. I don't know. And then this one is the free update or the free pack. This was the holiday one. This one actually got added to a few times, but it's a completely free upgrade, which if you don't have, you should definitely grab it. I don't know why it's a thing. It literally makes no sense to me just to make it a base game thing. Like, you don't have to pay for it. Why isn't it an extra thing? I don't get it. But the items are nice, but it doesn't add that much. But once again, it's free, so chuck in and eat it because it's free. And then last up, as I have said many a time, the new wedding pack, which has not come out as of recording this. Based on what I've seen, I've only seen the trailer. I didn't watch the live stream because the live stream was like 4 o'clock in the morning for me. But based on what I've seen, I think I might chuck it in and like it. Maybe not a love it, but maybe like around here. So it'll be interesting to see what I think when it actually comes out, what my opinions are, if I actually agree with that or not. But I think this is my final decision. But if there's any other tier lists that you would like to see me do, feel free to leave them in the comments and I might do them next time. This is a fun change of scene rather than just like doing some gameplay or doing a build, so I hope you enjoyed it. And in terms of the video, I believe that's where we'll leave it. So a massive shout out to the patrons as always for supporting me over there. I hope you enjoyed your early access. Massive shout out to Catherine and to Austin for supporting me over there. I really appreciate it. If you want a shout out in the next video, make sure you go join over on the Patreon. You do get early access, which is pretty exciting. But I believe that will be the end of the video. So thank you so much for watching and I will see you next time. Bye everybody.